Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going through my entire collection, starting with our primers, foundation, concealer, and powder. We have a lot to go through, but before we continue, if you haven't followed me on my Instagram or my TikTok, this is my TikTok username. It's going to be right up there, available for everyone. Follow me there. We do a lot more things, and I'm way more active on my TikTok page, so be sure you check it out. And without further ado, let's get into my makeup collection. This is not really a declutter. It's kind of just showing what I have, getting rid of a few things here and there. Not a major declutter. Okay, let's get started.
Okay, so here are all of my primers all laid out, and I think it's best to separate them right now because it looks a little chaotic. So let's do that. Okay, first we'll start with the ones that come in like this little pot situation. First, right off the bat, I know I'm going to keep my Bobbi Brown Vitamin Enriched Face Base. I absolutely love this stuff. It could focus. That would be dope. Absolutely love this stuff. I have a backup ready to go that I bought a while ago, but this is a no-brainer, obvious to keep. The next one that I'm going to keep is this Lancome Priming Serum 24-hour hydrating solid smoothing primer. I actually really like this. I find it to do a really, really good job at hydrating and smoothing, which is very important to me. So you open her up and there is the product inside. Think of the Tatcha Silk Canvas primer. Very, very lovely. I'm also going to keep the Glassy Skin Balm from Touch and Soul. It's really, really lovely texture. I feel like this is just a really good moisturizer, but I keep it in my primer drawer. And I like it. I really like it. I heard Tati say it's a dupe for Charlotte Tilbury's Magic Cream. I cannot confirm or deny that. I'm going to keep the Tula Skincare Brighten Up Smoothing Primer Gel. It is just a thicker smoothing primer, and I do like it. I have the Mally Evercolor Poreless Face Defender. It's kind of like the Tula one that I just talked about, except this one comes in a little compact. If I can open it without removing a nail, that would be awesome. Here we go. So just an interesting texture, honestly. Hmm. This one, this one could be a maybe. I don't know what I want to do yet. I'm gonna maybe try this out in a different video. I'm going to keep the NYX Bear With Me Hydrating Jelly Primer. I just think this is a very fun product, and I like it. I'm about halfway through. I think I can finish it off. She Glam Birthday Skin Primer. I feel like this actually feels very lovely on the skin. It feels like a little whipped kind of formula and texture, and I don't know, I really like it actually. Then we have the e.l.f. Putty Primers. I'm going to keep the Acne Fighting and the Poreless one, but get rid of the luminous one. I don't like this one at all. Okay, next we have all of the squeezy tube primers. So let's start over here. We have the original Power Grip primer from e.l.f. I'm going to keep this till it's gone. Absolutely love these primers from e.l.f. This is the Power Grip with niacinamide. This one is empty, so this one can go. And then I just opened a brand new one, and I'm obsessed with these. I'm going to keep the Mint Melt Cooling Primer as well. I don't declutter things just to have a good video. I actually have a series on TikTok where I mix every category together, like mixing all my primers together, all my foundations together, and having a lot of one category is helpful in doing those videos. They do very well on my TikTok. So I'm only going to get rid of things that I just truly have no use for other than that video. So if that's the only reason why I'm keeping it, I'm going to let it go. But this one I can see myself using, so I will keep. Milani Brightside Illuminating Primer. I'm going to keep this until I get a different Milani primer. Obviously, for content purposes, I want to keep a lot of things from different brands. And this is my own. Oh, actually, I have another Milani primer, but we'll get into there. But I do like this. So I'm going to keep it. But I feel like there's another one. There are primers that I would like more. And I'm going to have to give that a try. Catrice, the Hydrator Plump and Fresh Primer. I thought this was a dupe for this guy, the Photo Finish Primerizer from Smashbox, but I don't find them to be similar at all. This one has a more gel-like consistency, as you can see. And then the Smashbox has a more milky consistency. I will keep both. This one is almost gone, which is so sad. This is so expensive and it's so small, but it's so good. But I'm going to keep both. We have the Coconut Skin Smoothie Priming Moisturizer. This is so underrated. This is one of my holy grail primers or just moisturizers in general. It feels amazing on the skin. If you have dry skin, give this a shot. This is almost gone and I have a backup already. 100% recommend this product. It's so good. Then I have this Peace Out Instant Pore Perfector. I got this in a PR package from them. And if you really want to do some blurring, this will do it for you. I do really like it. I don't find it to pill on my skin a lot. So I feel like this is a pretty good pore perfecting primer. Speaking of pore perfecting primer, the Impossible Primer Base from Wet n Wild is one of the greatest out there that I've tried, and it's so affordable and it feels so good on the skin. It doesn't feel drying, doesn't feel heavy. It feels cooling. Also, this one is so good. Ciate Dewy Skin. This is the Vitamin C Glass Glow Primer. This one is also very underrated. It gives you the most gorgeous glass-like skin effect, and I'm obsessed with that. That's always the look I want to go for, so I 100% gonna keep this. This is from AOA Studio, the Aqua Hydrating Face Primer. Let's see what this looks like. Ooh, wow. Okay, kind of feels like that Catrice primer where it feels really gel-like. And I don't know, whoa, this one feels like super watery actually. I can't tell if it's because I have like 5 other primers on my hand, but I think I'm gonna keep this. I thought I would declutter, but I'm going to keep. And it's very fragranced though, so you've been warned. Another smash hit from Wet n Wild, the Glass Correct primer. This is so good and it's almost gone. I think I only have like whatever is left in the cap here. This is so good. So gorgeous. As far as like color correcting, I really don't think it does much, but it gives you a very gorgeous, glowy base. And I love that. I love that. Then we have a primer oil from Undone Beauty. I like this a lot actually. This is something I got in APR package as well. You have the cooling metal balls as the applicator, which is so unique to my collection. So I'm going to keep it. But keep in mind, it is a primer oil. You don't need to go crazy. Then we have the Tarte Glotion. This one kind of gives me Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter vibes, where it's like tinted. But I do like it, and I feel like this is a good product to wear alone. But I'm keeping it. Then we have the Topicals Active Scar Primer. As far as filling in acne scars, I mean, I'm not 100% convinced that it does, but it's new to me and I'm gonna keep that. Then we have the e.l.f. Liquid Poreless Putty Primer, and dude, like e.l.f. just kills it every time. This is so good. Like this truly feels like the Tatcha Liquid Silk Canvas that I loved for a while. Easy keep. Next from Hard Candy, this is their Glow Serum Primer. This I love. If you like a glowy base, then this is for you. Look at how metallic that is. But if you don't like a glowy base, then you need to steer clear because like that almost looks like a liquid highlighter, but it shears out very beautifully. I love it. Then we have the Laura Mercier Pure Canvas Primer. This one I do really enjoy. Sometimes it can be a little finicky though. If I apply too much, it starts to pill. You have to apply the perfect amount, and you don't need a lot to get that smoothing effect. But when it works very well, and I really like it. Then we have the pregame primer from Euphoria. Did you know that they were on Shark Tank? I didn't know that. Like, and her whole pitch was makeup so good for your skin that you could sleep in it, which is super cool. But this primer is actually so lovely. It feels amazing on my skin. It feels smoothing. It feels hydrating. It just feels like skincare, and I like it a lot. This brand is also kind of expensive, not just kind of. It's expensive, but I do enjoy this primer. And I did get it during like an Ulta sale, so I did not pay full price. Would I pay full price? I don't know. I feel like I have more staples in my collection that I would repurchase before this one, but it is so nice. Then we have the Lottie London Bubble Tea Primer. This one is so cute. It is so fun. I'm just obsessed with the little bubbles in there. So cute. And it actually feels quite nice and hydrating. I like it. It's a good drugstore primer. Okay, moving on to the last section of primers. This is the Luminous Airbrush Primer Hydrating Spray. Do I love this? No. Do I hate it? I don't hate it. Is it good for content? Yeah. So I'm going to keep it. The Rare Beauty Illuminating Primer is so gorgeous. So gorgeous. I absolutely love it. And just an easy keep. Then we have the LAS Think Bright Glow and Hydrate Serum. This one might be on the chopping block. Maybe I'll do a video of things that I'm thinking of decluttering. Like, I think the presentation of this product is really nice. I just don't remember how I feel. Maybe I'll add this to my skincare pile instead of a priming product. And I think that's what I'm going to do. The Laneige Glowing Makeup Serum is one of my all-time favorite priming products. It is so beautiful, and it's truly a glowy makeup serum. It is gorgeous. Highly recommend this product, and the bottle is so aesthetically pleasing, which is also something that I really enjoy. I like to use pretty products to make me look so pretty. The Milk Hydro Grip, I'm going to keep it until it's gone. The color still looks okay, I think. Let me know if it looks funky. I'm just going to keep it till it's gone. It's almost there. But I would not repurchase this one again because the e.l.f. I think is better. This one I'm going to get rid of. This is the Keys Soul Care Let Me Glow Illuminating Serum. This one, I mean, it looks gorgeous on the skin, but I cannot put any makeup over it. It just looks so gross. I don't know how to explain it. Like, my makeup does not sink into the skin or into this primer. It just looks bad and separated and just gross. So I'm gonna get rid of this. Then we have the CC Swirl Primer from Revolution. I'm going to keep this. It's nothing special, but it just looks cool. I'm gonna keep the Plump Right Back Primer from NYX. It's cute. It's almost gone, actually. Wow. Okay, then we have this from Essence. This is their Fix and Last Makeup Gripping Jelly Primer. I kind of wrote this off after trying it as bad because it says gripping primer and it does not grip the way e.l.f. Power Grip does. But then Tati recently started talking about this product and how it's so good and it just smooths over her skin and feels hydrating. So I'm gonna try it with a different mindset because if you go in thinking a product's gonna do something and it doesn't, you might just be like disappointed. So I'm gonna give this another go and see if I'm obsessed like Tati is. This 5-in-1 Essence Priming Liquid is, I just don't know if this is doing anything. It says it's supposed to smooth, condition, refine pores, balance your skin tone, and prolong your makeup, but I just don't know about that. Then we have the Iconic London Underglow Blurring Primer. This is quite lovely. It smooths and illuminates, and I love that. I love when I can get the best of both worlds in one product. So keep the Flower Beauty Supernova Celestial Priming Whip. I'm going to keep this because it's fun. Do I like the product? No. Do I hate it? Kind of, maybe. It just I struggled to get the perfect amount, okay? And then it just gets a little too crazy, a little too fast. But I'm gonna keep it. The Pacifica Vegan Collagen Skin Solve Prime, Blur, and Hydrate. I don't think I'm gonna miss it, so that can be good. These two, if you're looking for a dupe, these are absolute dupes. We have the Glossier Future Dew and then the Milani Glow Drops. I love both so much and keeping both. But yeah, they're the exact same product. And then we have this Revolution Pro Blur Stick, and I don't like this. This is not meant for my skin. But you can see the content that I make. I scrape a lot of products out. But it did the job just now. But I don't use it, so I'm going to get rid of it. I'm going to try to go rapid fire with the foundation section so we're not here all day. So let's go. The e.l.f. CC Camo Foundation. If I can focus, I'm going to keep this. We have the Maybelline Matte and Poreless Foundation. I don't go too crazy over this. I was always a fan of the other one, the Dewy. This is having a hard time. The Dewy version, but I'm going to keep this. L'Oreal True Matte is a definite keep. Wet n Wild Photo Focus. This is the matte version. I really enjoy the foundations from Wet n Wild. This is keep. Oh, here's the dewy one. Absolutely love the dewy one. This one I prefer over the matte because that's just my skin type, my preference. L'Oreal Infallible. This is a gorgeous foundation at the drugstore. The only problem is that L'Oreal, it seems to be just raising their prices every day. Same with Maybelline, which is a bummer because this stuff is so good. I have two of these She Glam foundations, and I probably have another shade and another finish. I did get PR from them. So this is their Skinfinite Hydrating Foundation, and it's actually like pretty darn good. So I'm going to figure out what shade is best for me and then maybe declutter the others. L'Oreal Pro Color Foundation Mixing Pigment is a keep. This is always something that comes in handy because I'm horrible at picking my shades online. Catrice True Skin. I'm going to keep this. I really want this to work for me. I just don't know how I feel about it yet. Keep Me Covered from Essence. I actually heard someone like compare this to Makeup by Mario foundation, and they looked pretty darn similar. And I'm gonna keep this. NYX Bear With Me Blur. This is such a disappointment. This is so heavy. I'm not gonna declutter it because it's good for a full face of NYX, but I do not like this. Morphe Filter Effect Foundation. Wow, that could have been a disaster. This I can let go of, or I'm gonna put this on the chopping block. I do not remember how I feel about it. I have two of the tinted hydrators. I have the shade Fair Light and Light Medium. I absolutely adore these, and depending on what time of year it is, I do get use out of both of them, so I'm going to keep both. We have another Catrice True Skin. This is not a correct shade, and the other one that I have is a little too light, so I mixed the both of them. I'm going to keep Pretty Natural Hydrating Foundation from Essence. I will keep this. Okay, I don't care how many people say this is amazing. This packaging, I cannot be bothered to use this anymore. I'm gonna let go of this because it's so damn messy and I cannot take it anymore. I don't know why this doesn't have a stopper in it. It is so frustrating. So I'm gonna get rid of it. Fenty Beauty. This is the Pro Filter Soft Matte Foundation. I'm going to keep. We have another Bear With Me Blur foundation I'm going to keep because I picked shades. Then this is the Born to Glow. I don't even know if this is still around. I'm going to have to look at that. Another LA Girl mixing pigment I'm going to keep. This is the Milani Screen Queen Natural Finish Foundation. I got this at a Marshall's for $4. Okay, maybe this will be on the chopping block. I do not know how this wears. Okay, mine is disgusting, but all it needs is a little shake. This is the Physicians Formula, the Healthy Foundation. I'm going to keep this. I don't know why people say it's discontinued all the time because I see it in store all the time. Go to your local like Walmart or whatever, and you probably will find this. Milani Conceal and Perfect is a keep. And then I have four Catrice HD Liquid Coverage foundations. They sent me PR. This one I bought myself. I think this is a duplicate shade. So this is 10 Light Beige. Yep. So I'm going to get rid of the old one. I'm going to figure out the shade that I need to keep from these three and then move on from there. Okay, then we have the Luminous Airbrush Spray Silk Foundation. I'm going to keep this. I have two more of the She Glam foundations, but this one is their Complexion Pro Long Lasting Breathable Matte Foundation. I'm going to keep these. This is a foundation that I got off of Temu, and that alone makes me want to declutter it, and I'm going to. I don't trust this at all. NARS Pure Radiant Tinted Moisturizer. This is on the chopping block. I don't, like, it's wildly wrong. A wrong shade for me. Like, it is yellow. Let me know if you guys really, really like this. Do I need to get a correct shade? Like, is this good? I love a tinted moisturizer, but like this shade is just not for me. Then we have the AOA Flawless Longwear liquid foundation. I don't know my feelings on this, so I'm gonna keep it. Then the Uma by Sharon C Flawless IRL foundation. I don't think I've used this on its own yet. Are they? Is this a discontinued line because it's no longer in store at Walmart? I don't know if they're only online now, but let me know if you know. This is the Revolution IRL filter foundation I'm going to keep, as well as the L'Oreal Pro Glow. What a throwback. This used to be my holy grail. I'm keeping this. First, we have the M Cosmetics. This is their Daydream Cushion SPF Tint Foundation. I do have a spare compact, like a spare refill, actually, not compact. Oh, I almost broke that. This is pretty old at this point, but there's just not a whole lot of coverage there. Oh, but it looks so nice. Okay, chopping block. I have a hard time getting rid of things, guys. I truly do. But I really want to give this a fair shot. Then this is a cushion foundation that I made custom by mixing every single foundation in my collection. I did this for TikTok. So I'm just gonna I'm gonna clean this out actually. I'm gonna clean it, maybe reuse the compact. I have this from Allever. This is something that you can find on Amazon. This is supposed to be a color changing foundation. You can see how the stick is white, and you can see where I put it on my skin that it's tinted on top now. This is so bad, and it's not color changing. It may be skin tone adjusting if you are a white person or someone with a very fair skin tone. The brush is not very good, so not even for content purposes will I keep this, so this is going to go. The Merit Complexion Stick, I'm going to keep this. I really like Merit and their products, so this is something I'm going to keep. I have 3 foundation sticks from Bosma. They are all different shades. I have 40, 39, and 38. I need to see which one matches my skin tone, but honestly, I'm probably going to keep all 3 because I really love the packaging. Makeup Forever Ultra HD Stick Foundation. This smells like fish, so this has to go. It truly smells like fish. I love this foundation though so much, but it's so stinky. And look how much I have left. That's so much. Ugh, that is such a bummer. But it smells so bad. Hourglass Vanish Stick. This does not smell like fish, so we're gonna keep that. ColourPop foundation stick I actually adore. I feel like this shade is a good shade for my skin tone, and I do love the finish of this, and I've bought this over and over again. I love it. So there's some Myricks Yummy Skin Balm. I'm going to keep this. I'm going to keep the KVD Good Apple Balm Foundation. Then I'm also going to keep the She Glam Skinfluencer Full Coverage Foundation Balm. I just need to figure out what shade I'm going to keep. Now we're on to my second foundation drawer, which holds most of my high-end foundations. And this is, oh no, this is going to be hard. I don't see myself getting rid of a lot of things. Like I said, I'm not going to declutter just to declutter. I have that thing that I do on TikTok where I mix all my foundations together. I think the highest that I did was mixing like almost 80, maybe almost 90 foundations together. And the goal is 100, okay? I know that's stupid. I know, but those videos gets millions of views, okay? Okay? It's so dumb. Saying it out loud is so stupid. But it's entertaining and it's fun. I have a good time doing it. So we have the Glossier Stretch Fluid Foundation. I adore this stuff so much. And my Sephora cart right now is a lighter shade of this. And that's how I know I really love a foundation, is that I love the formula so much, but the shade's not right. So I'm gonna buy another shade rather than just making this work on its own, because I think I'll get a lot of use of this next summer, or if I do some self tanning, this is gonna be great. Beautiful, beautiful formula. It's a little thicker of a consistency, but it's so gorgeous on the skin. Obsessed. Have 2 Fenty eavesdrops. I love this stuff. I don't know who I am thinking I'm shade 7, but actually this does work in the summertime. And then I have shade 3. Sometimes I mix them, sometimes I use 3 on its own. I love this. I love this foundation. Another one that I really liked from Shiseido. I love Shiseido foundations. If you've never tried a Shiseido foundation, you need to. They're so good. This is their Revitaliscence Skin Glow foundation. This is very sheer, not like their other two that kind of come in the same packaging, which we'll get to later. Absolutely love this. I like mixing this one in with the Glossier actually. I love this and I love the packaging. Another foundation that I love is the Makeup Forever HD Skin Foundation. I love this a lot. It's not too much coverage. It's like a light medium coverage, I'd say. The shade is more of a summer shade for me. Like I said, I'm terrible at picking foundation shades, but I do like this one and I will mix things to make it work. Then we have the Too Faced Born This Way Healthy Glow Foundation or the Skin Tint. I remember absolutely loving the original Born This Way foundation. I mean, it's still a classic foundation that's still being sold today. I remember just loving the formula. It was so full coverage, like back in the 2016 days, right? But I do find Too Faced, their undertones are, they lean yellow a lot, and this one does too. But I am still able to make this work. And this one is in the shade Cream Puff, and I believe it's supposed to have like a cooler undertone. I think that's something that I was looking for when purchasing this because I know Too Faced leans really yellow, but this is still a gorgeous foundation. Revlon Skin Caring Foundation. I don't think I've used this yet. I don't think I've used this yet, so I'm gonna keep it. Smashbox Halo Healthy Glow All-in-One Tinted Moisturizer. Beautiful tinted moisturizer. It has a higher coverage than most tinted moisturizers, and I love this stuff. Like if you love a skin tint, I think this is one of the best ones. Urban Decay Hydromaniac. Absolutely love. So good. Then I have the Yenza Foundation, their BC Foundation, BB and CC Full Coverage Foundation. I got this because my favorite YouTuber of all time, Lauren May Beauty, just raved about this foundation and still does. It's with got it. I got it. I think I got it on BoxyCharm actually. And it is really, really nice. It is full coverage without really like feeling and looking full coverage. It's just so skin like and it's so good. Charlotte Tilbury Beautiful Skin Foundation. I feel like this one is something that you either hate it or love it. I really, really like it. I have the shade Too Neutral, but I you can see in the tube, like it looks a little like orangey. Not a perfect match. I can see myself repurchasing this in a lighter shade. Okay. Earlier we talked about the earlier. Oh my god, my voice is going away. Oh my god, I sound like Joan Rivers just now. Let me take a sip of coffee. Okay, we talked earlier about the L'Oreal tinted hydrator that comes in the same kind of packaging as this. This is far better. Still messy. It is still messy. You can see around the lid. And even on the cap. The cap is disgusting. Anyway, the Superstay 24-hour skin tint from Maybelline is one of the most beautiful foundations that I've ever used. And I'm calling it a foundation because you still get quite a bit of coverage from this. And it is absolutely stunning. Makes my skin look brand new. I'm just obsessed. This is such a great product from Maybelline. Obsessed with it. One of my all-time favorites. Will continue to repurchase this. Kosas Revealer Skin Improving Foundation. It's been a minute since I've used this. It's been a minute. And I'm going to keep it. This I just got. This is the REM Beauty foundation. Okay. Is that what it's called? Wait, this is called their Sweetener Foundation. Yeah. REM Sweetener Foundation. I have the shade Fair 6 CN. Love the packaging on this. It reminds me of that fish in SpongeBob, Lance or something. He looks like this, and then he turns and he goes, psh, and then SpongeBob's scared. Love that. We have Iconic London Super Smoother Blurring Skin Tint. Absolutely love. Love, love, love. The NARS Light Reflecting Foundation. I reached for this yesterday for my foundation, and I forgot how absolutely stunning it is. This one's so good. A very, very, very top pick. Okay. My one true love, Dior Air Flash. What a crime. What a crime to discontinue this. Oh, I use this here and there. This is just so heartbreaking. Why would they do that? This is such a beautiful foundation. I have two Dior Forever Skin Glows. I'm not sure which one is the newer one. I want to say it's this one that is the newer one. I'm going to have to look it up. But I have the shades 2N and 0.5, even though that's a comma. I'm sure it was supposed to be 0.5. Love the Skin Glow foundation. I really want to try the other one as well. Um, just the regular foundation. But I love these. I love these. I love these. And then we have a new, okay, this must be the newer one then because of this. This is a newer foundation, a newer formulation from Dior. This is their Forever Natural Nude. This is the shade Zero N. I don't love this, but I think when I first got it, I got it in the summertime when I had a tan. And this is very, very, very pale. This is shade Zero Neutral, and I'm gonna have to pull it back out. I do remember it not being like super liquidy like I like. Like the Skin Glow is very liquidy and very runny. This one had some stiffness to it. I'm gonna have to try this again and see how I feel, but I'm going to keep it. I have two of the Dior Backstage foundations. I have the shades 1N, 1CR. I've yet to find my perfect shade. Then, like, again, we're in the fall weather now. My tan is long gone, and I don't regularly self tan, so my skin tone can change from time to time, and it can be quite drastic. Like, I can get very pale. I don't get very dark when I tan, but I get extremely pale. I absolutely adore this foundation. I absolutely love it. Next, we'll do the Shiseido foundations. We have the Synchro Skin Self-Refreshing Foundation. I'm telling you right now, this is one of the best foundations ever. Absolutely adore it. It looks so good, and it really is self-refreshing. It's beautiful. And I also love the Radiant Lifting Foundation. These are so special. And the packaging, honestly, I love it. I love the twist of the cap. Love these. Then we have the Synchro Skin Self-Refreshing Tint. This truly is a tint. Like, think Glossier. What is that? I've never tried it because it doesn't look like it's for me. Basically has no coverage. But I'm going to keep it because I don't remember how I feel. Okay, we have the Bare Minerals Complexion Rescue Tinted Hydrating Gel Cream. I do enjoy this. I don't wear it on its own. I like to mix it with other things. So for that, I'm going to keep it. Estee Lauder Double Wear. Obviously I'm keeping. Laura Mercier Tinted Moisturizer. She is on the chopping block. Then I have two Lancome Tinty Doll Ultra Wear foundations. I have the shades 110C and 120N. I really, really love this foundation, so I keep this. ABH foundation, don't love it at all, but I'm not going to get rid of it. Then we have the NARS. What is this? Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation. If I told you how old this is, you would throw up. You would throw up, but I'm gonna keep it. Makeup by Mario. Keep Ilia. What is this? True Skin Serum Foundation. I'm going to keep. I have my House Labs foundations. I have the shades. Whoa. 40 Fair Neutral and 110 Light Neutral. Wow. Light Neutral was so dark for me that I had to get Fair Neutral. That's embarrassing. Love these. Obviously, now I have two shades. That means I really, really love it. Patrick Ta Cream Foundation. I don't know why this got so much hate. I adore it. I don't love the powder, but I love this foundation so much. Rare Beauty Tinted Moisturizer. I'm going to keep. Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Foundation. I'm going to keep. I don't love it, but I'm going to keep it. I have two Rare Beauty foundations. I have the shades 170W. Who thought I was 170W? What in the world? And then I have a better shade, 140C. So I'm going to get rid of this one because there is no way on planet Earth that this will ever work for me. But I'm going to keep this one, and I actually love it a lot more than I originally thought I did once I got a better shade. Kosas Tinted Face Oil. This one I think I can let go. I did really enjoy it, but I can let go of that. Okay, this LYS Triple Fix Serum Foundation. I love it, but you know what drives me crazy? The lid. The cap always disappears. It won't stay on. And it drives me absolutely nuts. But I'm going to keep it. Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk. I'm going to keep this. I think I am about ready to repurchase this. I think it's almost gone, which speaks volumes when you have this many foundations. Tarte Cloud Coverage. She's on the chopping block. Then we have Fenty Hydrating Pro Filter Foundation. I'm going to keep. Going to keep One Size, turn up the base, BBB cream. You know what? I got an email from One Size asking to send me stuff. And so I filled out all my shades, and I hope that was real. I hope that actually comes through because that would be incredible. This one can go as well because this is light 3.5. There's If the number is 3, it's not for me. Light 3.5. This is kind of like the tinted moisturizer where it's not my shade whatsoever. So unfortunately, I'm going to have to let go of this. Even though I love NARS's complexion products, this one is just right. Like it's not going to work, right? It's just actually, it's not awful. It's not like super yellow. Maybe with the LA Girl tone adjusters, I can make this work. Okay, we're gonna give it, talk myself into it. Then we have the MAC Studio Radiance Face and Body Foundation, the Fenty Beauty Eavesdrop Stick I'm keeping, and then lastly we have Hourglass Ambient Soft Glow Foundation. Okay, moving on to powder. First, I'm just gonna pull what I know I'm going to keep. Definitely keeping the Kosas Cloud Set powder. This is just a beautiful lightweight powder. Keeping Rare Beauty. Keeping the Physicians Formula Butter Glow Pressed Powder. This is very similar to the Hourglass powder. I love them both. I use them in the same way. I'm going to keep both of them. Keeping the L'Oreal Infallible powder. This one is so good. Keeping Laura Mercier. Keeping Maybelline Fit Me. Keeping the One Size powder. Keeping Huda Beauty, of course. I have the shade Sugar Cookie. Gonna keep the new one from Miss Huda Beauty as well, the Easy Bacon Snatch Press Powder. Keeping all my Dior powders. This better still be in the line because I love this. Keeping She Glam. These are actually powder foundations, but this is like Facetune in a powder. It's so good. Keeping my Essence Brighten Up Banana Powder. Of course, keeping Miss Charlotte Tilbury. I'm going to need a new one soon. I'm going to keep the Milani powder, as well as the e.l.f. powder, as well as the Wet n Wild powder. I'm going to keep the Lottie London loose powder. I'm going to keep this. I'm going to keep the She Glam. The Fenty powder, I can declutter this. This is the lavender shade, and it's just way too much for me if it can focus. Look at how dirty that is. This I can get rid of. Number 7 is so old, so she can go. This is from Temu. She can go. The Morphe can go. We have the AOA Studio Finishing Pressed Powder. I feel like these 3 are all very similar. Like they're all basically a white powder. I'm gonna get rid of this one because it's broken. I'm gonna get rid of the AOA Studio. And then we'll keep the ColourPop and the other Wet n Wild one. Moving on to some concealers. This is my drugstore concealer section. So let's just dig right in. We have the Pacifica Dreamlit Glow Concealer. This is gorgeous. I love it. I have 2 of the Maybelline Age Rewind concealers. This one is almost done. And then this one is the pink one. I'm going to keep both. This one is almost done. e.l.f. Hydrating Concealer. Look how disgusting this looks. But I'm going to keep it till it's gone. Revolution Conceal and Hydrate. I actually really like this. This She Glam concealer is also quite lovely. I like it a lot. Keeping my Undone Beauty concealer, my L'Oreal concealer. Definitely keeping the NYX concealers. I have 3 She Glam concealers. These are extremely high coverage, thick concealers. I need to figure out what shade I need to keep, and I will pass on the other 2. Born to Glow from NYX, I'm going to keep. The Liquid Camouflage Concealer from Catrice, I'm going to get rid of because I have their True Skin concealers. I mean, I love this as well, but I feel like this is just the new, more popular concealer. So this one, actually, you know what? I'm going to put this on the chopping block. We don't have a concealer for the chopping block yet. So if I do decide to keep it, I'll just use it up till it's gone. This Morphe Filter Effect Concealer is actually really good. No shade, but like I was surprised how good it is. It is so gorgeous on the skin, so I'm keeping it. I have two of the Keep Me Covered concealers from Essence. I really like both of these. I mean, both of these. They're the same thing, different shades. So I need to figure out which shade I'm going to keep and then possibly pass on the other. This from Essence, this is their Camouflage Matte Concealer. This is awful on me. This does not work for my under eyes. This is way too thick, way too like just icky under my eyes. So this one's going. Then I have the Wet n Wild Incognito Concealer, the e.l.f. Color Corrector, and then the Revolution IRL Filter Finish Concealer that I'm going to keep as well. And then I have this little concealer lipstick. And then we have my high-end concealer. This is quite a full container. So let's dig right in. Okay, so I have the Born This Way concealer from Too Faced. I bought this again during the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty sale. I've had this before, decluttered it, mainly because the shades wasn't right and I wasn't in love with the formula. But everyone swears by this. Everyone just is so in love with this. And I don't know. I don't know. I just don't get it. I have the shade Snow. I'm gonna keep it and maybe I'll figure it out if I like it or not. I'm not in love. You know what I mean? Like there's certain concealers that I just fall in love with after first use. Like the Givenchy. Fell in love. Fell in love with this formula. And I'm not gonna declutter it. I just need to figure this thing out. But back to the Prism Libre Skin Caring Concealer from Givenchy. This is stunning. This is gorgeous. This is a beautiful concealer and it also works really well as foundation. I'm obsessed with the Hourglass Vanish Concealer. I am obsessed with this as well. It has a more of like a whipped, thicker consistency without being cakey, and I really, really love it. And honestly, I feel the same way about the ABH concealer. This is their Magic Touch concealer. It does remind me a lot of the Hourglass. I love this. I love it. We have the Tower 28 concealer. This one is gorgeous. I love it. The Milk Makeup Future Fluid Concealer. I am not obsessed. I am obsessed with the packaging, but I don't care for this, but I'm not going to get rid of it. The Rare Beauty Concealer. I really don't remember my feelings on this. It's been so long since I used it. I remember really loving it. It is quite fair, so maybe now that I'm getting into fall, winter, I'll get more use out of this. Makeup by Mario. This is another one I need to get my thoughts on. It's interesting. It's a little finicky, and there's like rules that you have to follow to make this work. Like I heard, you can't put it directly under your eye. You have to like go under your eye by like a couple of centimeters. I don't know, but I'm keeping. The Natasha Denona concealer is one of my favorite concealers that came out this year. It is so good. Truly one of my all-time favorites now. But we cannot forget about the OG, the Kosas Revealer Concealer. Still a top favorite in my collection. I haven't used it in a while because I've been loving the Givenchy. I've been loving the Natasha Denona, the ABH one, the House Labs concealer. There's just so many things that have been catching my attention because they're just newer. But I will always and forever love the Kosas. NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. I've had this for years and then got rid of it, then picked it up again not that long ago because it's just a staple classic concealer that everyone has and knows and loves. And tell me why I got this. Tell me why I bought this. This is the Power Fabric Concealer from Giorgio Armani. I don't know why I picked it up, but I picked it up not too long ago, and I'm going to keep it. I have two of the Dior Skin Correct concealers. We have the shades 1N and 0N. Love these. Absolutely love these. Then we have the Urban Decay Quickie Concealer. This one is very, very nice. This one's really, really good. Like, I prefer this one over the Too Faced one, like, all day. No question. Makeup Forever HD Skin Concealer. This is a very nice, lightweight, natural concealer. House Labs we keep. No question. Charlotte Tilbury Beautiful Skin Radiant Concealer. I like this, actually, so I'm keep that. We have the Dior Backstage Concealer. She's seen better days. She just needs a good shake, I reckon. Well, maybe she's too thick to shake. Keeping that. Okay, this one is so old. The Makeup Forever Ultra HD Self Setting Concealer. I loved this, but it's gone. It's finished. She's used up. She can go. Oh, Kimchi Chic the Most Concealer. This one I'm going to get rid of because it is not my preferred coverage level. Like, this is full coverage, girl. This is full coverage. It's just not for me. I love Kimchi Chic Beauty, and I love Kimchi so much. She's one of my favorite drag queens ever. But I just don't get any use of this, and I don't need it. We have the LYS Triple Fix Full Coverage Brightening Concealer. I love this. I love this. Okay, we have two Tarte Shape Tape concealers. We have the Ultra Creamy and the original Shape Tape. Look at how disgusting. God, I'm so gross. Keeping both of them. I don't love them, but it's Tarte Shape Tape, you know? I have two of the Pat McGrath concealers. I love these. The Lancome Tinty Doll Ultra Wear Concealer. I like this one a lot, as well as the Huda Beauty Faux Filter Concealer. Really enjoy that. I am missing a NARS concealer. I wonder where it is. But anyway, I have two shades of the NARS concealers. I think I have a backup also in my backups drawer. But I love this. This is a must in my collection. Will always have one on hand. The Say Moonbeam Concealer. I hate this. I hate this. I'm not going to get rid of it. Also, I just realized that when I did my foundation portion, I was sitting on, like, the Say foundation was like tucked in by my leg and I didn't see it. So I also have the Say foundation that I don't love either, but I'm going to keep it. Then we have some color correctors or eye brighteners. We have the Fenty Beauty eye brightener, the Huda Beauty Faux Filter corrector, and then the Becca and Smashbox corrector.
So I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know what categories you want to see next. Do you want to see more complexion, or should we jump into lips, eyeshadow, eye things? Let me know. I love going through my makeup collection. I love sharing it. I love watching other people's makeup collections. I just love it. But be sure to like and subscribe before you go, and I'll see ya in the next one.